Dear card player. If you want me to try a game, you want to post it in the Discord. If you haven't looked at the spreadsheet that we have, it's got more than 90 games on it already. So, I mean, I've kind of got a lot of stuff on my plate as it is. So if you want me to take a look at a game, post it in the Discord. And we have a channel dedicated to that. And I will get to it if I can. Dear card player, in order to avoid the dangers of magic, we've mixed this work with symbols and art from different cultures and used pseudonyms and metaphors to seal this story in a timeline far from the real world, and we hope for your understanding. Thank you for your interest in Sultan's game. Please note that because the game is still in development, the demo version may contain some events that are difficult to complete, stories that are too simple in text, and unfinished translations. Okay. Long ago, in a distant land, there was a mighty sultan. 8 years ago, this sultan ascended to the throne over his father's corpse, inheriting a vast empire. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's hot! His rule was both cruel and cunning. He was equally ruthless to enemies and kin, and had a natural thirst for witnessing the misfortune of others. His subjects feared him, making his rule unshakable. Wealth, status, slaves. He had whatever he desired. People bent their backs for him, and the garden bloomed overnight at his command. Our invincible monarch. A great empire. A king favored by the true Almighty. My love, my eagle. Boring. Thus, the Grand Sultan enjoyed all earthly pleasures. It bored him because he was tired of all the things that the sultans and all the kings had enjoyed in the past. To have everything but no joy was truly vexing. What should be done for fun today? Is there nothing new to play with? Your Majesty, someone outside requests your present. Requests to present you a game. Let them present it. This stranger, she claimed to be a magician from a faraway land, presenting a game favored by monarchs of other continents. The essence of the game is to re-experience your power in a more exciting and interesting manner. She said, I have a box filled with many cards, each representing a pleasure only a sultan can enjoy. Oh, okay. This stranger, she claimed to be a magician from a faraway land. Oh, no, I said that. Okay, bring up the box. Bring it up! Every time you draw, you will get a random card. In other lands, they are called Sultan cards. You need to complete the tasks marked on the card. The first to complete the tasks of all the cards in the box will become the true champion, the Sultan of Sultans. There are 4 types of tasks in total. If you allow me, I would like to explain them one by one. She respectfully raises the wooden box. Please click the card box to draw your first card, Supreme Sultan. Okay. Carnality. Oh my god. A silver carnality card. Note, the card includes 2 elements. Carnality refers to physical pleasure, and silver refers to its background, its rank, that is, the rank of the pleasure object. Although all creatures are as insignificant as the ants before you, some are slightly nobler than others. And you, Great Sultan, have the right to determine their rank. I am always happy to explain the Sultan's game to you, but of course, as a supreme, infinitely wise, sun-like esteemed Sultan, even without my explanations, you will surely master the game quickly. Carnality. So that's gonna go... Third level Carnality Sultan card. It has a silver texture. The illustration faintly depicts a scene of two people embracing each other in true love, but unfortunately their faces have been erased. The ability to understand the intentions of others or to manipulate the intentions of others. The Sultan's game has 4 kinds of cards, each with 4 grades. They represent challenges you must complete after drawing them. Magic ensures that you absolutely cannot cheat. You noticed it. This game grants you a power to distinguish the grades of all things. Gold, silver, bronze, and stone, including Sultan cards, can all be summarized by these 4 grades. Generally, to eliminate a Sultan card, you need to use other characters or items of the corresponding grade. To make the game not seem too unreasonable, you can use lower grades to resolve Sultan cards. For example, most of the time you can kill a silver character to resolve a bronze bloodshed card. There are 4 types of Sultan cards, each with different ways to eliminate them. Which one do you want to hear about? Carnality. Man with woman, man with man, or any other combination can fulfill the carnality card. Very simple, isn't it? Just use your creativity. Note that the same person cannot be repeatedly used to resolve carnality cards. Why not? Oh, come on! Unless you upgrade the rank to, or invent other special methods. Oh, yeah, okay. Killing a human of appropriate grade, well, maybe some other intelligent beings count too, can satisfy the bloodshed card. This is the simplest, least restrictive way to play. Conquest. Military victories or some difficult adventures can be considered successful conquests. Extravagance. Extravagant Sultan cards often require spending money to resolve them. You can try expanding or decorating your home, shopping for luxurious items, or winning and dining women. This is a game for people who know how to live large. Okay. Her smile carries a hint of danger, but also adds a different kind of allure. Okay. The Sultan drew a card of silver carnality, meaning he would engage in carnality with someone of silver grade, or whip, molest, or torture them, as long as it fulfilled the card's needs for physical pleasure. Yo, what's up, Nero? Triggered a carnality event. I need to personally engage in carnality with someone of gold or silver. The text goes away too quick. To fulfill the Sultan card, you would need to place the Sultan card in the event slot. The card of the silver grade. Naturally, I'm the most suitable, Your Majesty. That fawning face. Shameless. Wait, could it be here in the audience room? This is outrageous. I will note the Sultan's choice. Let's sleep with the guard. Very well, then. Who to choose? This game is getting interesting. Okay. The Sultan revealed the silver card. Until this moment, the courtiers thought it was a joke, and everyone wore cautious smiles to avoid ruining the Sultan's pleasure and becoming real victims. The Sultan, however, looked at each person with amusement. He was the great Sultan who could laugh off everything in the world except for the game. The game was something he took seriously. Place the Sultan, the carnality card, and the selected target. Carnality into their corresponding slots to start the event. Using silver carnality can target either a gold or silver character. The Sultan is enjoying his pleasure. Click End A to progress time. Okay. The Sultan revealed the silver card. Until this moment, the courtiers thought it was a joke, and everyone wore cautious smiles to avoid ruining the Sultan's pleasure and becoming real victims. The Sultan, however, looked at each person with amusement. He was the great Sultan, who could laugh off everything in the world except for the game. The game was something he took seriously. Oh. Okay. The Sultan chose the guard as the target of carnality. As someone close to the Sultan, the guard had seen enough absurdities, and he was not without desire for the Sultan's flesh. However, he did not expect it to happen here, in this manner, under everyone's gaze. This man had lost his mind. He took off his pants, raised his buttocks high, and buried his head in the soft carpet, awaiting the judgment of fate. He heard the voices of his shocked comrades, the mocking of the noblewoman. He didn't know what had entered his body. Was it the Sultan's scepter, or his own sheath? Everyone knew, but he would never dare to ask this question in his life. All right. The first card made the Sultan very satisfied. This is truly a game fit for him. As such, he prepares to draw the second one. Great. What are we drawing? Bloodshed. Oh, shit. Bloodshed, a fine diversion for a ruler. You must have experienced much blood and agony, but the beauty of this game is that you never know what kind of game you will enjoy next, thus making each game more interesting. Well, we're gonna have to kill somebody now. The Sultan drew the Golden Bloodshed card, which requires him to kill someone ranked as gold. A smile blossoms on the Sultan's face. A golden bloodshed. Who should it be? A loyal concubine? A formidable general? Or maybe the vizier? Those are the people the Sultan relies on the most. Such misfortune. When will it be my turn? Okay, great. Kill that wretch. Oh, man. Jeez, calm down. We're killing the vizier. Send it. I see. This game really certainly makes regular pastimes more thrilling, the Sultan mused with interest. Quite intriguing. Silence fell over the lapis lazuli court. People held their breath, fear clutching their hearts, cold sweat drenching their expensive silks. The Sultan toyed with the card. Who would he choose? The vizier is the Sultan's uncle. What a greedy and cunning old man he is. All the young monarch's dream of diligence and governance have been gradually worn away by his machinations. Everyone speculates that this is the Sultan's plot, a means to eliminate political enemies. The Sultan is slightly disappointed by the expressions of his ministers. They truly don't understand that now he is just bored. The regular pastime of killing people. Yep. The blood-stained carpets and drapes were replaced overnight. Today, the Sultan appears in court once again, radiant. Extravagance. Your new draw. Ah, this is an extravagance card, which requires you to squander wealth. What would you like to do? I don't know. We'll find out. A stone extravagance card, representing the expenditure of a tiny portion of the Sultan's wealth. This game isn't only about bad things happening to you, the Sultan laughs. See, I also reward you with something. The minister forced a few chuckles from their throats. You've activated an extravagant event. Click to open it. Okay. This is an amount that would drive anyone insane. At least this time it has nothing to do with me, right? If it's a golden extravagance draw, can we be rewarded? At least today's event won't lead to tragedy. A beggar, so filthy, the carpet needs to be replaced again today. Wow. I'll remember that, seductive concubine. The seductive of the Sultan's wealth and women can all be given as rewards. How about we give the seductive concubine to the nameless beggar? Since she was so sassy about having to clean the place. Also, did I duplicate money here? No, apparently not. Can we give more than one? No. The beggar left with the reward. Click End Day to see what happens next. For the Sultan, completing the stone extravagance card is effortless, but casually rewarding his guard with a few gold coins and ending this rare entertainment seems a bit unfortunate to him. Thus, they went to great lengths to find a beggar, not too dirty to displease the Sultan, nor too clean to be deemed inauthentic. Now, the Sultan will personally reward this beggar. To the Sultan, it is a trivial gift, but for the beggar, it is a turning point of fate. Everyone praised the Sultan's benevolence. Someone said 5 gold coins are enough to feed a family for a week, immediately ridiculed by someone else claiming a poor man won't see 5 gold coins in a year. Someone suggested that he could buy livestock and live off of it. Others said he would invest the money in a small business, slowly becoming rich. Okay. Just as they were imagining his offspring repaying the Sultan tenfold, 100-fold, the beggar had his throat slashed in a dark alley in the lower town. His fingers were mangled because he had tried so hard to hold on to those coins that were supposed to change his fate. Brutal. Should have had him sleep with the concubine. The echoes of yesterday's farce seem to still linger in the palace. The ministers who came to pay homage today are visibly dejected and weary. They stare at the magician who has already arrived at the throne, and the box in her hand filled with the game. I lost the game. Conquest. This is the game that the great ruler excels at the most. How many cities, states, and countries have you conquered? So, how do you plan to complete it? Sultan drew a bronze conquest card this time. Conquest means taking what belongs to others, and bronze corresponds to the rank of a small town. Fortunately, there are still many such targets in the Sultan's map to choose from. Sultan took off his royal sword, planning to reward the subject who was willing to conquer this place for him. Does this have to be the tactics card? Can be added to add tactical intelligence to increase value. Can we put the sword? Wait. Place a commanding officer. Oh, okay. I can put anybody. Your Majesty, don't joke around. I can put the concubine in charge of the army? If I put the general here, does that mean the royal sword could go here? No. The sword apparently can't lead the army. Here, just use tactics. The tax collector should go. There are, like... oh, we could send the tax collector. I'm not made for war. Just use tactics, idiot. Alright, just go. You got this. This is a prosperous city-state near the Sultanate. They have long traded with the Eastern Empire, selling antiques and spices. They have made too much money from the Sultan. Now it is time to pay the price. After having a target to attack, the ministers swept away their melancholy and began to discuss enthusiastically. The victory is almost inevitable. The key is to see who the Sultan is going to send to win. Glory to the Sultan. We need at least one success to win. And we got 9 successes. An easy victory. We did it.
Welcome to B1.
Yo, Ryan, thank you so very much for the tier 2 13 months. Hey, Billy, hope you are well. Love supporting the stream. My pleasure to be here as always. I'm having a good day. I'm doing well. Don't leave any love lying around. Make sure you pick it up and take it with you, pretty please. All the love, Ryan. An easy victory, eh? Thus, the great Sultan became familiar with this game. Later on, he would draw several Sultan cards continuously in one day and complete them dramatically. It only took 14 days for him to deplete all the Sultan cards, setting the fastest record ever. Of course, every victory comes at a cost. With every card drawn, someone would disappear from the court, becoming a part of the Sultan's game. Oh my god. During these 14 days, the court was filled with screams, cries, and insane moans. As that damned box finally emptied, all the officials sighed in relief, thinking the Sultan's game was finally over. However, the magician packed all the broken cards into a bag, shook it hard, and they were all mysteriously restored by magic. Great! It seems we can play again. The Sultan was so happy that he clapped his hands. Give me the box! Let me draw a card and see what fun today brings. No! This must not continue. Oh my god, it's the protagonist. It's Kevin Bacon. Someone has to persuade the Sultan. This absurd game must be stopped. You take a deep breath and step forward. Angry denunciation. You angrily rebuke the foolish Sultan in court, seeking justice for the innocent dead. You spoke for a long time, but the Sultan didn't care at all, and sadly, neither did the magician. You stopped, exhausted, pondering if your life was about to end, but the Sultan suddenly turned his mocking gaze toward you. Really? Really? He mused. A wise king shouldn't do this, but a wise king shouldn't abandon games that bring him joy, right? So, why don't you do it for me, my loyal subject? I command you, play this Sultan's game for me. He burst into laughter as you stood there, stunned. Magrat, thank you so very much for the 89 months. Don't leave any love lying around. Make sure you pick it up and take it with you, pretty please. All of the love. Don't forget, an exclusive offer during NextFest. Every Tier 3 sub, brand new, gifted or otherwise, is a dedicated FTL run to whoever does it. So... what's going on right now? And then we also have our other sub goals that are going on. We hit our cat ears goal, so we'll be doing that when NextFest is over. And then, what do we have? Like 400, I'm going to bleach and dye the goatee. And at 600, we'll do Snowplow Simulator. 800, we do an American Truck Sim RP stream. Snowplow Simulator would be an RP stream as well. Plan on doing a little Midwest Billy One Kirby snowplow stream there. Anyway, your story begins. How will you end this Sultan's game? You will win by drawing all the cards like the Sultan himself, or... you are a noble who has served the Sultan for generations. Please choose your family's origin. Merchant nobility, starting money, +5. Traditional nobility, influence +3. Military nobility, ancestral armor +1. Merchant, I guess. I don't know. Choose the personal ability that you're most proud of. Words, sociability, and charisma. Strength, combat and physique. Mind is wisdom. We're a merchant, so we'll go with words. Conservative old nobles are keen to keep slaves to show their authority, while radical new ideas push young nobles to form cliques outside the court. Which type are you? One noble follower. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's hot too. Your wife, who has always accompanied you. What do you love most about her? Valor, wisdom, or beauty? Wisdom. The Sultan makes choosing players part of the game, forcing you to play these cruel games in his place. The Sultan pardons you for any crimes you may commit to complete the Sultan card. Murder, adultery, robbery, and hoarding soldiers. Not because he's particularly merciful to you. He only does this in the hope that you can perform more spectacularly in the game. Remember, you only have 7 days to complete the Sultan's card task. If you drag it to the 8th day, he will casually cut off your head. Damn. Alright, let's draw that box. Conquest! Conquest! Don't you know we need a conquest? Esteemed player, how may I be of service? Exchange a Sultan card in hand? No, we can probably... I don't know, we could try. It's a stone level. I could try... what does exchanging do? Once every 7 days, you can return a Sultan card and draw a new random one. However, please note that the countdown for the Sultan card does not change. Be cautious. Please return the Sultan card in this treasure box. Okay. A bloodshed. Oh, fuck's sake. You can only direct it at gold targets. Oh, no! Fuck! You drag your exhausted body away from the court. The ministers silently watch you, some relieved that they weren't the ones to advise the Sultan, some secretly gloating, and others truly sympathetic. But none of this matters anymore. You have been drawn into the Sultan's game. The card in your hands burns like a hot coal, and you have 7 days to complete it. Then you will draw another card, fight another battle, and another, and another, and another. The carriage drives through the city toward your residence. The bustling marketplace, the steamy bathhouse, the bustling crowds, they all recede behind you. Before long, you've arrived home, where your wife, already informed of the news, stands at the door waiting for you. You hasten your steps to embrace her, for now you are still alive, and life must go on. Oh, God. Good choice there, Billy. Yeah, it's fucking great. Bookstore business, news in the bathhouse, managing the estate. What's this one? Audience with the Sultan. Oh, God. The Angler isn't the largest bookstore in town, but it's certainly one of the most refined. Certainly the most refined and oldest one. If you're willing, you can surely find some good books here. You can visit the bookstore without spending money, but you can't buy any books. Most books can be read in the I'm Thinking section, increasing character attributes. Okay, I don't know if I want to do that. News in the bathhouse. Eavesdrop on all kinds of gossip in the bathhouse. The more successful the check, the rarer the intelligence obtained. An excellent check can generate new rituals. I don't know, try this. I don't know, sure. Managing the estate. People are still willing to come under your roof and share words, promises, and opportunities. This is done automatically every turn. The higher the resulting value, the greater the gold income. You can use extravagance cards via I Am Thinking to decorate the house to increase your income. If you get a card with the location tag, you can try to put it in. Audience with the Sultan. You can offer everything you have to the Great Monarch in exchange for his favor, which might not be as you expected. You may ask him for anything, but you might not be able to afford the cost. Do the character cards have stats? Yes. Faraj, your admirer. You often engage in conversations discussing national affairs. After hearing about your plight, he volunteered to help you through this difficult time. Thanks, Faraj. I guess go? I don't know. Eavesdrop on all kinds of gossip. If something or someone hasn't been discussed in the bathhouse, it just doesn't exist. It's time to test your charisma and sociability. We got one. We did it. You couldn't get a word in and only occasionally got some fragmented news while pouring water in the copper basin in the sauna. During your conversation with everyone, you unexpectedly learned about a matter that needs attention. The stares of people pierce your exposed skin. Even soaking in warm water, you can feel them, like a fisherman's thrown spears and ropes. When you rise from the pool, there's a feeling of more and more things tugging and pulling at you, like a voyaging ship pulling at a whale that it's hunting. What's up, Azaku? It's going good, it's going good. Frequent appearances in the court are necessary. Missing a friend only loses some benefits. But missing an enemy means not knowing that they plan to say what they plan to say to the Sultan. Slander grows by the Sultan's ear about your misdeeds, your disrespect. If there were even one person to speak for you, it wouldn't have been difficult for such weeds to take root. It would have been difficult for such weeds to take root, but unfortunately there wasn't. Oh, shit. Court intrigues have made the Sultan somewhat weary. Being far from the center of the whirlpool of power often makes it easier to be drawn into the abyss. The Angler isn't the largest bookstore in town, but it certainly is the most refined and oldest. Buying books is much easier than reading them. Mysterious essential oils. Oh, fuck. Can I re-roll? No. The book in your hand piques others' interests. Taste and wisdom, morality and ability have nothing to do with each other, but most people rely on taste to choose their friends. In the past, bookstores used to be places of escape filled with stories and fiction. Now you are at the center of a story, seeing only metaphors and satire in every page, reminding you of the absurdity and lack of compassion in reality. Okay, people are still willing to come under your roof and share words, promises, and opportunities. Nodding, passing messages, shaking hands, nobles can earn money without laboring. Scattered gold coins collided, sounding similar to people clinking glasses with disinterest. The Sultan had a strange dream that left him unsettled. He asked you to interpret the dream for him. In the dream, the Sultan saw a beautiful woman standing on the edge of a cliff. As he approached her, she began to slowly jump off the cliff, and he ran to see her shattered body below, then suddenly saw the woman standing next to him again, jumping off the cliff and shattering once more. The scene repeated countless times until he finally woke up. Is this one of them their reading games? It has a good bit of reading in it, but it's pretty good. It's a bad omen, I guess. I don't know. Cautiously asked how many women were in the dream, wondering if the Sultan still remembered. The court fell silent, as everyone knew that the defeated Sultan of the Caucasus had 9 beautiful daughters who committed suicide together after their country was destroyed. Before the Sultan could get angry, you hurriedly grabbed the priest and performed a series of exorcism rituals. After the rituals were completed, the Sultan was finally satisfied and rewarded you with some gold. You just hope he doesn't have that dream again tonight. You wipe the sweat from your forehead, warning yourself to keep your mouth shut next time. Oh, okay. We have the best girls here. Welcome to have fun. House of Delights. On your way to the court, you ran into Naufal. Difficult fellow is always against you, but his colleagues and sometimes even the Sultan. You were prepared to deal with his usual sarcasm, but he didn't say a word. He just looked at you for a while with a meaningful look in his eyes. Did he have something that he wanted to say to you? On the way home, you kept thinking about that look. Maybe you should find a chance to meet him. Okay. The House of Delights. What do these do? You can offer everything you have to the Great Monarch in exchange for his favor, which may not be as you expected. You may ask him for anything, but you might not be able to afford the cost. Okay. I don't know. We're gonna sit there for that. Faraj, can you find some news in the bathhouse, maybe? I don't fully understand what's happening. I mean, it'd be, like, we need to try to find a gold level person to use this bloodshed card on. Frequent appearances in court are necessary. Missing a friend only loses some benefits. Okay, nobles bicker like street ruffians scrambling for food before their master. This is exactly what the Sultan wants to see. Court intrigues have made the Sultan somewhat weary. Sending someone here at least has one benefit. You can receive useful information in real time. Walking in the Sultan's court feels like breaking through cobwebs, moving through the gaze of ministers. In this game, more and more things entangle you. Eavesdrop in the bathhouse. We got 3 successes. That's great. You don't know why you always hear various things. Maybe it's because people don't mind you walking up to them. During your conversation with everyone, you unexpectedly learn about a matter that needs attention. The stares of people pierce your exposed skin. Even soaking in warm water, you can feel them, like a fisherman's thrown spears and ropes. It was read that line before. An omen. Gold is not the most important thing. What matters is that you're still respected. Okay, this morning Maggie seemed very troubled. She said she had a nightmare where she was on a small boat with a dog, a rope, and a flute. The boat was drifting on the sea, and she felt increasingly afraid, but did not know how to use these 3 items. She seeks your comfort. How do you explain the dream? It's a self-reflection dream? It's a lucky dream. I don't know. Lucky? You embrace her and tell her everything will be fine. The dog represents a faithful companion. The rope represents a means to an end, a way out. And the flute is the wife's favorite instrument, symbolizing joy and leisure. Even if she feels her life is drifting like a boat on the sea, with a companion, a way out, and joy, she's sure to find happiness. Great. A good day's dream. Thanks to your thoughtful comfort, Maggie's uneasiness and anxiety will be gradually eased. So does she need to be assigned to this? I guess not. Okay. This seems pretty cool. I think I've got the gist of it, though. I like the vibes of this game. A pickpocket. House of Delights. You can try putting some items on it. Maybe it'll be useful. I could bring a bunch of gold here. I don't know. It doesn't seem like I can split this gold. Seems like you send people to tasks to get cards, and you use those cards to do more tasks and eventually try to succeed on the Sultan card, right? Yeah. I don't know, fuck it. We're gonna just send you in there. Great. Maggie, defend me at the court. First, try to figure out some stuff here, I guess. The city's brothel, said to be older than the city's walls and the palace, regardless, is a good place to spend your Sultan cards. For no matter how beautiful and admired they are merely bought playthings. You come here purely for pleasure. I got wife's repulsion. Crap. Just a business deal, but it might spark some passion. Need at least 2 successes. Fuck off! Oh my god. Yeah, re-roll. There we go. Miss Jolly is a mask, an imagined being And imagined being woven by men's desires and women's skills. Amidst the tumult of passion, you seemed to see the visage beneath the mask, but she called it another, better mask. Okay? Frequent appearances are court are necessary. Nobles bicker like street ruffians. The Sultan executed a palace jester today. Whose turn will it be tomorrow? Sending someone there at least has a one benefit. You receive useful information in real time. Okay. You plan to stealthily approach them. Oh, I have 0 dice, though. You were discovered, and they started to flee. Well, you let them escape. Okay. Market news. The commercial street grandly opens, offering a wide variety of products with excellent quality and low prices. A playboy who spends his days at the House of Delights hears about your predicament from his lover, and wanting to alleviate his boredom comes to find you. Great. I don't know, go there. Yes, I can kill him now. You can't help but think. As long as you draw a bloodshed card that would acquit you, and prepare some henchmen. Oh, okay. Nalfo's front gate is tightly closed, clearly not intending to entertain any unwelcome guests. He certainly doesn't welcome you, and under normal circumstances, you wouldn't even think of visiting this enemy of yours, but you can't forget his meaningful glance. Nalfo certainly isn't afraid. No, wait, is he not afraid? Is he not afraid you'd kill him? This annoying fellow has embarrassed you in public multiple times. Has he forgotten that you can now legally kill him? Yes, I can kill him now, you can't help but think. As long as you draw a bloodshed card, that would acquit you, and prepare some henchmen. You bring a little gift when visiting, and wait until he lets his guard down, then strike a fatal blow. Or even if you don't kill him, you can force him to explain what this glance of his meant. Nalfo seemed to have been expecting your arrival, but he was a bit surprised by the gift that you brought. He paused for a moment before taking the mysterious essential oils and suggested you go to a quiet place to talk, as he had something to say to you. I don't know. It's kind of like a Cultist Simulator Tharsis Blend game. I haven't played Cultist Simulator. But it's like Eat said, it's like we're trying to complete, we're basically trying, we have this bloodshed card, so we have to kill somebody of like this rank. And if we don't do that, then we die. So, like, we have, like, this amount of time to, like, try to, like, obtain the stuff needed to complete our card. And if we don't, then we lose. Because the Sultan will kill us. Frequent appearances in the court are necessary. Blah, 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 blah. Slander. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, sorry. Novel takes you to a secluded deserted forest, as if he had something he wanted to say to you. Novel stood under the shadow of the date palm tree for a while before he spoke. I've heard about your situation. This is a disaster, he said in almost a sigh. Everyone will be dragged into a whirlpool of fear and suspicion, living lives worse than death, especially you, Billy. You will do unimaginable things to survive. You will kill your loved ones, lose your wealth, trample on distant lands, and betray your wife. But after the game is over, what will you get? A title of vizier. We both know the Sultan doesn't need wise ministers. He stepped closer and lowered his voice. Do you want to end this game ahead of time? Do you have a way? You asked involuntarily. As long as the source of the disaster is dealt with. Are you talking about the Sultan? What do you mean, regicide? Faced with such bluntly spoken words, Naufal looked at you calmly and honestly, nodding slowly. It's not easy, but it's the only way to free this land from the Sultan's rule. But he's so hot, though. Yeah, he's an evil maniac. Killing people all the time. How do you plan to do it? It's not I. It's we, or even you. Only have the hope of accomplishing this and the power granted to you by the Sultan, Naufal said. We need an army. We need someone to open the city gates for us. And the Sultan has a strong magic ring. We must seize it to have any hope. He detailed the regicide plan to you, looking serious and determined as though he thought it over a million times in his mind. You suddenly remembered many years ago when you first saw Naufal in the court. He was a cynical young man, clashing countless times with without knowing when to stop. Gradually, Naufal's family became more and more neglected, and no one wanted to associate with him anymore. You always heard your colleagues complaining about him and ridiculing him at banquets, and later they stopped saying anything at all. No one could change the Sultan and his rule, and with this opposing voice gone, the court settled into a uniform, frightening, and unspoken silence. You don't know when he completely lost hope with the Sultan, or when he started brewing his nearly impossible plan, but suddenly you understood the look in his eyes a few days ago. Hidden within it was hope. Hope. But why do you dare tell me all this? Aren't you afraid I'll report you to the Sultan? You had the chance when you didn't use those cards on me, did you? Naufal smiled. I was just betting that you hadn't completely submitted to this game yet. So you delved deeper into the relevant details. When the moon climbed up to the tree, Naufal bid you farewell with a kind apology. I'm sorry, to avoid the Sultan's suspicion. I can't help you openly. When you need me, send me a message and we'll meet here again. You nodded to show your understanding. Thus, under the moonlit night, a secret pact was signed when your hands clasped together. Perhaps it is from this night that the path of destiny begins to turn to another ending. I don't know. I kind of want to probably kill him. Zero successes. Fucking great. The door is deserted and no one cares. Have you lost the favor of the city? Very probably. Okay, we got rid of the wife's repulsion. A wolf king has emerged in the prairies, rumored to possess human-like intelligence. Whether someone tries to hunt the wolf king, it becomes whenever someone tries to hunt the wolf king, it becomes aware and completely vanishes. If the hunt fails, it's likely that the hunters will be surrounded by the wolf pack. Search for the wolf den. Found the locations of the wolf den. Time for the next step, the raid. Oh no, Faraj is dead. Okay. I don't know we were like doing that, but all right, I think I'm good with this. Like, it seems pretty cool, but it's quite a bit of time to kind of complete a full run of it, and I think I'm good with it. Yeah, we played it for almost an hour. Didn't quite get a run completed. So it's like a resource management card game. Complete the Sultan's task within the time frame or die. Use your limited resources to complete to build up what you need to win. It seems pretty cool. I like the style of the game a good bit. I like the kind of naughty nature of the game as well. I think that's pretty cool. I think it feels like an above average kind of a thing. Um, yeah, it's pretty naughty. It's a little bit mature. I do recommend it. It was pretty interesting.